Hi everyone, welcome to the next video in this series of 15 different floral designs from Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford using Castle Art's gold pencils. Now if you missed yesterday's, the video is available, you can grab a look at that later, but today we're going to be doing this flower. Now I'm having a little look at it and we've got these little floral pieces, but we've got a little heart, which is adorable. So we're going to be doing, I'm thinking, let's do the hearts and a bit of red and then go from there really. So I'm grabbing this scarlet red, as I said, Castle Arts Gold, and I'm just going to block in all of the little heart shapes. They're upside down hearts, aren't they? But I just don't know if they're supposed to be hearts, but I think they're cute and heart-like, so that's what I'm going to do. I just feel like that's how they need to be coloured. They are very cute. Oh, I'm just looking out, it's so dark. It's 1:30 and it's already dark enough to need a sort of main light on if I was in a different room than here. I'm just thinking about what colour to do the main flowers. I think I'm going to use a little bit of this scarlet red. This is actually the darkest red, I think, that there is in the set. So I'm going to just use a little bit at the top like that. And we'll put some other colours on top. Yeah, I'm going to go out soon. The family are out having a haircut. And I'm staying in because I'm never sure. I don't think we're expecting any parcels now. But husband gets a bit jumpy about parcels and things. I think his was delivered this morning, and then I had one later. It's always nice, isn't it? Lots of parcels. I'm going to use the vermilion next, and I'm just going to extend that little area. So I'm going to give it a sharpen because it's quite a small picture, and I'm just going to go over that top bit and just bring that red down a little bit further towards the tip of our flowers. Yeah, it's starting to be that time of year when parcels come. Unfortunately, not normally parcels for us though, parcels of things we bought for other people. I do try to shop local though. They do say that if you shop on your local high street, this is the red ochre. I'm not going to take this all the way to the end. I'm just going to do what I did last time, go over the top and just take it almost to the tip. They say yes, if you spend £10 in a high street local shop, then £8 of it tends to stay in the local economy, i.e. people will spend it in local shops. If you spend it in online with a big company, hardly any of it, none of it will stay in your local economy. And so the more we shop locally, the better. Really, you know, think about the fact that the local shops employ local people. I think, just trying to decide what to do on the tip. I could go peach or I could go Venetian red. There's two directions here. They're similar, but one's more orangey and one's more pink. I think I'm going to go to the direction of peach, because if I go pink, then my leaves might want to be the blue greens, which we've used already, like in yesterday, so we'll do it a bit differently. So I'm just going to go over all of this with the peach and sort of burnish it all in so we can't see any white paper anymore, and just sort of smush and smooth. So yes, I do try and shop local if I can. We do have a limited range of local shops though. It's not always easy, and it's more expensive, which is such a shame. But I do my best, and I've cut my budget this year a bit for Christmas, just because husband isn't earning as much, you know. I've just cut down a bit. There's no need to be massively extravagant, I don't think, you know. There we go. Now, greens what we're going to do. Well, I was thinking the permanent green and the Prussian green go quite nicely together, so I'm going to grab them. There's the permanent green. Where's my Prussian green? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. And the Prussian green is the darker, so I'm going to start with that one. Here it is. I'm going to sharpen it, as I very often do at the beginning. Now, my aim is to get a teensy piece each side of this bit. Quite hard, isn't it? I'm not talking. It's tricky. I don't even know if anyone will notice. But anyway. Now, with these leaves, I'm going to put this bit at the bottom here like that. Same on each of these. So there's a sort of darker bit where they all join together. There would be more shadow down here, so they will be darker green. Now with this one, I'm going to do the opposite and make it darker here, like that. And then grab my permanent green, which I'm going to sharpen, and we can finish those off. Permanent green. So just bring that colour towards the middle. I'm trying to leave the centre a little bit lighter, just so you can see that I've made some effort to sort of not just block a load of colour in, but you may want to do that anyway because it is so fiddly, and if you can't see that well or your hands aren't that steady, mine aren't anyway, and I can't see that well, then you might just find it easier just to block it in. But here I'm just going to fade that up, so hopefully you can see that it's darker where I put the other green, but I'm going over it a little bit just to help it blend together. You can hear a duck quacking through the window. It will be down on the canal, it won't be in my garden. Never had that. There used to be some people along the canal who used to keep ducks in their garden, and I'm sure they were just wild ducks that they sort of caught. I wasn't sure how happy I was about that. I'm just going to do one little extra touch just because I can. I'm not sure if I've got... yeah, I was going to use a leaf green light, but I'm actually going to turn to my yellows. I'm going to use a lemon yellow. I just want to add a little bright highlight on the top of each leaf. This is just a fussy detail. Just because it's such a short video, I'm thinking, what shall I do? What can I do to make it a bit longer? I've got another thing I can do as well. So I'm going to put a bit of lemon yellow just on the edges here. And it'll just give it, when I've brushed it off, a little bit of extra vibrancy. You might not be able to see. So it's really dark in here, and I don't know what my camera's doing, but it all seems to make everything look so dark, and I don't know what to do. I am going to choose a dark red. So we have cherry, magenta, mahogany, henna brown, spice red and purple deep. They're all really dark. I think the magenta is going to be the one that seems to match my colours on my petals the best. I'm just going to give it a sharpen, and what I'm going to do, here it is, I'm going to do something similar to what I did on these by just putting a line in here to just produce a bit of separation within the petals. You don't have to do this. I'm just trying to use a bit more time up. Some YouTubers say that you need to go over a certain amount of time before you get mid-roll ads in your video, and some YouTubers will just keep talking until they do that. That isn't what I'm doing. I don't even know how long that is, whether it's 10 minutes or 8 minutes, whatever. But anyway, I am satisfied now that I fiddled around with that enough to give you a few ideas without it looking like I just did something really quickly. So there we go. So thank you for watching. Yeah, I do hope that you have a really lovely day, and happy colouring.